The last thing we want to do is come home to a girl who thinks that she could outsmart us and outwit us. And what is the advantage of that? There's no advantage of that. It'll be better if you can outcook us, outclean us. Hey, call me Shape. And today's video is titled, Do Men Choose to Date Alpha Women? Let's get right into it.
Is the term alpha male being misconstrued with being misogynistic?
Yes.
Why you say that?
100%. Yeah, because, I mean, it's just bound to happen because everyone has their own term of what an alpha man is. So people are going to put misogyny in it. It's just natural.
I have a question for y'all. What is your definition of an alpha man before I get into it?
I think somebody that's assertive, somebody that's a leader.
Commands respect, attention.
Yeah.
Even amongst his peers, he stands out. Like, he's alpha. Like,
Confident.
Mm-hmm.
Confident.
Right.
Successful.
Okay.
Great leadership skills.
Yeah, I said that, yeah.
Okay, so I have another question. Do you think two alphas could be in a relationship?
No.
No.
Hell
Why?
no.
Why do you think so?
Wait, why? What is that called then? That type of
That is
relationship?
called a dysfunctional relationship.
No, it's called a
like-
power couple, babes.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's
You can look
not.
it up.
How long have power couples existed?
Let's look at Beyonce and Jay-Z. They're two alphas in a relationship. Great example.
But how do we know? Because she's
Yeah.
successful?
She's an alpha in her industry. She's 100% an alpha. You can't deny that she
How
is.
long
It.
you define
That's
her
two
that?
alphas in a
Just because
relationship.
she's successful
Why
doesn't
can't
mean
there be
she's
two alphas?
automatically an alpha.
Yeah,
And
that's
just-
that's
and just because she's
what are you
successful
talking
in
about?
business, don't mean she bring that to a relationship.
In a relationship,
Exactly.
but this
But
is the thing.
why
If
does
there's
it-
two alphas in the relationship, there has to be a point where someone is in submission at some
That's
point.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not
So
saying.
two
I'm
alphas
not
can't
saying.
be.
They
no.
can
Yeah.
be, but they have to
can't.
understand their positions at certain
Exactly.
times. They have to
They
have
can't.
They
that.
can't
you're not
coexist
one
in
way,
a
one all
relationship
the time.
together. She can be alpha
Yes,
at
she can.
work. Whatever she wants to be. He can be
I mean,
alpha
it
at
happens
work.
all the time. There are two alphas in a relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, you have to know one person has to submit at one time. Someone has to be the beta at
That's
some
not a,
time.
then that's not an
But
alpha. You can't be selectively an alpha. Like, that's not how alpha works.
that is
You
how
talk
it
about
works.
beta.
No, it
Somebody
doesn't.
has to be a beta. That's not how
Someone
alpha
has
works.
to have a submission
alpha doesn't
role
sub-
at
a-
some
a
time,
alpha
at
doesn't
some
submit.
point.
Alpha
They
doesn't
do
Some
submit.
people
because
think-
they're capable of it, but their whole personality is an alpha.
As
It
Some
is
people think, I
possible.
just looked it up. Some people think, and this is quote for quote, some people think that there can only be one alpha to strive in a relationship if they are paired with a beta. This is the damaging rule of thumb. Two compatible alphas, hence the keyword compatible alphas, can be in a relationship and make a power couple. You have your strong suits, I have my
And
strong
they can be
suits,
an
and we
alpha
combine.
together
Where do you
at
get that
I
from?
feel like
times that- and it'll work. It's
men
not
who
even-
Where do you get
feel
that
as
from?
if Google.
reference.
It's right here.
That's
Oh,
Wikipedia.
but when you was Googling do women
Can-
cheat, you
can I
stopped
see?
reading that.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
you
I
ain't
just
read that
screenshot.
article, but when women cheat. You
No,
didn't
it
read
was
that
too
out loud.
long. No. That's a quote. That's not a whole article. That's
It's
the
a
first thing that
quote.
came
So
up.
where did they get
Two
that quote from?
alphas can
Yo, I
be
can
in a
write anything.
relationship, definitely.
Don't go through my phone. That's a screenshot.
Oh,
No, I do my
She
research.
came with the smoke. Like,
Yeah,
she
I
came
do my
with the smoke.
research.
I tried to click the
Contrary to
link
what
real quick.
women believe, I do not believe that two alphas, and I know we live in this era when women want to be boss babes and boss chicks, and that's fine. But like you said, somebody always has to submit to.
At
It's not.
certain
It's
times,
not.
there's certain times
It's
where
not
you
in the
can be
definition
alphas
of an
together and
alpha
it
to
works.
submit. That's not how that works.
But
There's
y'all-
another.
y'all-
There's
y'all
another.
told-
term for
y'all
that.
told
There's
my-
different aspects to a
She
whole
dominates
person's
in her part of the
personality.
relationship.
Listen, women don't know what alpha is because for women, alpha just means you got money, right? And so the minute women get money, they think I'm alpha. But alpha is something that could be best described. One is only men can be alpha, to tell you the truth, because an alpha is someone that has power. Okay, he could get people to do what he wants them to do. You feel me? Women are only alpha in capitalistic society. So, quote unquote, boss babe, the corner office babe. You feel me? They're not alpha in such a way where they could, in the wild, in nature, women can't get men to do what they want them to do. Alpha is about dominating not just with your mind, but with brute force. One of the biggest parts about being alpha, as people don't understand, is being dangerous, okay? Now, physical violence is not everything. I'm not talking about, you got to be violent. But in the world, we could tell women what to do. Women can't really tell us what to do unless we're in this capitalistic society. In the wild, women are not bullying nobody. Let's just keep it real. And it's okay. An alpha is a specific thing, and women are supposed to be soft and kind, and nurturing. They're not supposed to be dominating things, by brute force. It's not their role in the world. So therefore, they're not alpha.
And he dominates in his part of the relationship, and it works beautifully. It works beautifully. I don't
How many
see
Beyonces and Jay-Z's you know? Because y'all always want to. Regular women want to use.
My aunt and my
regular
uncle, my
women
grandma and my
always use
grandfather.
those power couples.
Yes, they're two alphas. You can't tell her that.
Your grandmother would call herself an alpha.
I don't think they would use that
That's like
term,
a
this
modern
modern day
term.
term, but
They're not gonna say
two strong-minded people in a relationship and make a beautiful family. Absolutely, yeah. That's two alphas.
Too strong-minded doesn't mean you're an alpha. Like,
yes, what is
no,
an
it
alpha
doesn't.
then?
It doesn't mean
You're
just
a
because you're
leader.
strong. That's a regular person. A woman can be strong-minded. That
Not
doesn't
everyone's
automatically
strong-minded.
mean she's alpha. Like,
No, what I'm saying is not everyone is
So an alpha
strong-minded.
woman automatically means like her femininity and stuff just
Is
disappears?
diminished.
Like, that's what that means.
100%. 100%.
I don't think so. I think we're multifaceted.
Your egotistical pedestal.
I
This is
don't.
what essentially I'm trying to say. We have to stop categorizing people as if it's black and white when it's
Right.
gray. There's different aspects to people,
Thank you.
and they make relationships
So
work
what
within the
dynamic works
relationship.
more in society? A masculine and feminine, alpha and beta dynamic,
People
or two
that are
alpha
compatible
dynamics?
without putting
Whether or
labels
not,
on each
yeah,
other
that it is what it is.
works.
Yeah,
Stop
all
moving
right.
the goalpost shit, bro. Like, we talking about alphas, right, and betas, right? So I'm saying in human,
but you
in
just
all
asked.
of human society, what example has been proven to work more, an alpha and a beta, or two alphas? Jay-Z and Beyonce is an
where's your
anomaly.
statistics for that?
Jay-Z and
Alpha
Beyonce is
beta.
an anomaly.
Where's your
Name me
statistics?
another.
How many-
Name me,
Who the fuck
name me
in
another
Animal
one.
Kingdom?
We can say how many alpha and betas have gone wrong. How many power couples
power
have alpha and beta?
dynamics
power
through the
couples ended
roof,
in
and then
divorce.
you'll see also this alpha beta thing. It's really just a power. What is it called? Where it's like you have power over someone. It's like a power
trip?
dynamic. Not power trip. Like I'm gonna just call it a power dynamic. I'm probably not using the same word, but they basically call all the shots. It's like you got to be cool with what I'm going on. With what's going on. You feel me? Because I pay the bills. I do this. I do that. It's really just feeding your ego. A real alpha, and I'm gonna just keep it a $150. A real alpha doesn't give a fuck who else. There could be mad alphas in the room. I'm an alpha. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me because I'm a leader.
But those alphas
What-
are not
what-
in
what you
relationships. I can
Yes,
sit in a
there
room with the
is.
alphas. I'm not in a relationship with these alphas. We're not in a relationship. You're comparing
But
regular
it doesn't.
people
What
that's
does it
individual
matter? You're
alphas in
missing
a
my
relationships.
point. You're missing my point. You're literally taking it literally instead of reading in between the lines. If you're an alpha and you are comfortable within yourself and being confident, why does it matter if you're also with an alpha?
Because those
She don't know what the hell she's talking about. You all this shaking your head and stuff does not prove your point right. The first issue we have is you guys can't define alpha. Alpha is not something that just means you're strong-minded, you got strong will. You could be strong-minded, strong-willed, and still be dominated by other people in this environment. You feel me? Like, listen, I love that we live in society, and I'm glad we have it. Life is comfortable for us all, but we weren't evolved to live in this environment. This environment is new to us. So when we see capitalism and boss babes, it doesn't refer to anything that really would exist in the wild. There wouldn't be no boss babes in the wild. Okay? Boss babes didn't work in corner offices built by men, structures built by men. You know what I'm saying? We live in such a world where people think that Amazon and iPads and iPhones and YouTube and all these things are just native to humans. No, they're not. This is foreign to us. We could use this as a tool, but it should not dilute us into who we really are. We're still an animal with cameras, an animal, with computers. Let's not forget, we're not, just because you feel like your phone's an extension of yourself, doesn't mean you were born, you know what I'm saying, to be with a phone. You feel me? Like, I say all this to say that, like, her acting tough and acting wild right now and shaking her head, she's doing that under the premise that men can't put hands on women. Therefore, she can run her mouth because there's going to be consequences if someone put hands on her. And she's absolutely right. But men made it that way. We made it fear that way. Where if you try to bully anybody, there is a higher order that will stop you. And I'm glad we have that. But that is something of society. None of this exists in the wild. In the wild, might is right. Might is right. If there's a lioness and there's a zebra, if that lioness could take that zebra's cub, that's that lioness lunch. That's how it goes. There is no court to say, "Oh, you just kidnapped and murdered and ate the cub of a zebra." No, there's no court for that. There's no police. There's no animal. There's no nothing that's going to stop that. There's no force out there protecting you like how a government or how an organized group of people could protect you. That doesn't exist. But you know what's alpha in that scenario? The lioness, the lion. You know what's beta in that scenario? The cub, the zebra, the predators and prey. Alphas are the predators. Women can prey on people, but they can only prey on people through manipulation, through the mouth. Men, we can manipulate people through brute force. That's why you don't see women committing armed robbery. You don't see women run up and arm rob people. People will beat the piss out of someone that's trying to arm rob them that they didn't they could fight. You know what I'm saying? Women are gonna do. That's why you don't see female bodyguards. It's like we're acting like women out here just deboing people. You know what I'm saying? That's what alpha is. I'm sorry to let you know. I don't know if we could talk about it. Oh, it's money and power. And it's the physicality of being able to force someone to do what you want them to do, but you're not doing it with force. You're actually doing it with cooperation, with love, and influence. But at the end of the day, don't get it twisted. You feel me? That's what alpha is. And we still use the term, but the term really refers to that physical kind of dominance.
Someone who's also strong-minded, contains leader qualities. I'm not done. Contains leader qualities. Is there something funny?
Yeah.
What's funny? I want to hear it. What's funny? I just feel like you haven't had a guest like this before, and you're just astonished. I don't know.
I'm not worried, concerned about you, young lady.
I never said you were.
You
Is
made
that
me
what I
laugh.
said?
Are you mad?
No, is that what I said though? You
So
just
what-
put words in my mouth.
I just made a little smirk, and then you mad.
I just asked you.
Listen,
Are you talking? Alpha woman? What are you, Wonder Woman?
Don't put
Alpha
words in my
woman?
mouth. I never said I'm an alpha woman.
I think in general, because we live in this new age where women are embracing, for some reason, their femininity. I mean, their masculinity more, and they're getting rid of their femininity in exchange for masculinity. Now y'all want to tell men what they should want in a masculine woman, and men are saying we don't want that. We want feminine women. We want fit women. We want cooperative women. And if you want to be an alpha, you want to always bump heads with me. You want to challenge my authority in every decision I make. I'm saying what men want.
I have two questions for you. First of all, what is it that you determine to be masculine in a woman? What are attributes that a woman has that you see as masculine? And I really need to hear masculine attributes and not just something that makes you feel threatened by the type of confidence and mindset that she has.
I'm gonna answer that two parts, right? You keep using this word, make me feel threatened. It's ironic that you use those words, but when we talk about alphas, alpha men, and how misogynistic that is, then now your feelings get involved. But listen, now your feelings get involved when we talk about alpha men, and when alpha men are saying on these shows or whatever the case is, what alpha man is. Now you feel threatened because of your feelings. What? But what I'm saying is, you keep using that word. We feel threatened by our feelings.
No, he's lost. I don't know what he's talking about. Essentially, she's trying to accuse us of being weak because we feel threatened by women. We don't feel threatened by. What's the threat of what? What's the threat of? You guys don't provide for us. So it's not like I'm dating a girl and I live with her. She provides for me and she's dominating me, and so I gotta be careful because she might cut me off. What girls providing for a man like that? Last time I checked, women get money and they want a man that got even more money than them. So when y'all get money, y'all don't provide for nobody. So what threat do you have? At the end of the day, look, I respect women, boss babes that get money and you got businesses, blah, blah. I get that. But no one's going to get on their knees and kiss your feet. I don't know who you think you are, but that's not how it works. And men, we don't expect that either. If I'm a boss as a man, when I was a boss, and I guess I am a boss of this, I don't go around expecting people to just bow down to me. Look at me, man. I got all these subs. I get all these views. Kiss my feet. Nah. I live my life, and if it attracts certain people, it attracts certain people, but it's not going through the world trying to dominate and bully people. Women think an alpha is a bully, and this is why we don't like quote-unquote alpha women, because they're annoying women that try to bully you and harass you and beat you into submission with conversation. I had a girl that she constantly trying to, find something wrong. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, I'm trying to enjoy my time here with you, and all you're doing is trying to find something to disqualify me. Girl, if you like me, just like me. It's okay, girl. You fighting it. But the alpha in her wants to challenge me and make sure that she's going to dot her I's and cross her T's. And Bro, ain't nobody here for all that. Nobody here for all that. You know, and I think that I'm with women having, and not that I could stop it anyway, but I'm just trying to say, like, I got nothing against with women being successful. I know a lot of women that's more successful than me, but in no way, shape, or form would I be in a relationship where they're telling me what to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind learning from a girl that's successful. I can learn from, I don't mind being around successful girls. But at the end of the day, your money to me doesn't make you all around smarter than me where I need to be in submission to you. At the end of the day, I feel like I am the most due diligent man walking this planet. I'm the kind of person willing to research something till my eyes bleed. I go down rabbit holes, deep, deep, deep rabbit holes, right? Fists smashing the rabbit hole. So I'm saying this to say, for one, here's one, right? Wealth is one, like financial wealth is one form of wealth. Health, your own health is another form of wealth, right? Your ability, your intelligence, your self-efficacy, that's another form of wealth. A lot of people are fools with money, and they think that now they dominate the world. No, you're just a fool with money. You get what I'm trying to say? You might respect people that got more money than you just for that, and that's fine. Go ahead. You're allowed to do that. I'm not saying every person that got money is dumb, but I'm also not saying every person that got money is smart. You know what I'm saying? You could be smart and broke and rich and dumb. So, I look at myself, right? I look at my life, right? I live in a humble studio apartment here in New Jersey, okay? And I'm a personal trainer. And I got this YouTube channel. And there's women who are more successful than me right now. Right now. My age. Right now. Does it intimidate me? Of course not. Because I'm thinking to myself, well, I got my health together. That's one form of wealth. You know what I'm saying? I got my mind together. That's another form of wealth. And I got opportunities such as YouTube to build financial wealth. And I'm doing pretty good at it. So why would I be intimidated by a girl who is quote unquote an alpha like I am? That doesn't make any sense. If anything, I'm just going to be repelled by it because I can't work with you. That's what I'm going to be. You feel me? Like, all right, I can't use you because you want to call the shots, and I'm not here trying to bump heads with a shot caller. If you're a shot caller, go find beta male who wants to cooperate with you with dogmatic adherence. You're allowed to go do that. But I don't got to be a part of that. You feel me? I don't. And so I think women need to understand this about men, that when we are successful, the last thing we want to do is come home to a girl who thinks that she could outsmart us and outwit us. And what is the advantage of that? There's no advantage of that. It'll be better if you could outcook us, outclean us. You feel me? Yo, show me that, you keep that bathroom way cleaner than me. Show me you keep the house way cleaner than me. Show me you're better at decorating the house way better than me. Shit, you could outdress me. You could even go to the gym, try to outlift me. You feel me? If you're still feminine, you're not going to be able to compete with me for upper body, and I'm okay if I can't compete with you for lower body. I'm okay with that. But I'm not okay with a domineering woman who try to keep putting her thumb in my forehead, acting like I better act right or she out. Then be out. The door is wide open. We don't hold no hostages. Girls like that was playing on this screen, you know what I'm saying? These girls over here, they're thinking, and one girl, respectfully, she looks like she into women. The girl in the middle, she probably got a bad body, but she's wearing some babe and, she's kind of hipster with it, you know what I'm saying? Got the hat on, but she's pretty. She still got her makeup done. The girl to the last girl over here on the right behind me, you know what I'm saying? She looks like she got a BBL and she got mad cosmetic work done and she's all customized. That's all of these girls are trying to appeal to a man in some way. But what they don't understand is that no matter what clothes you're wearing, what style you did yourself, natively, inherently, you are a female of the human species, and therefore, on average, we are stronger than you, and you are vulnerable to us. And that is where we dominate you, respectfully, right? But even though we could dominate you, as men, we have logic, we have passion, we have reason, we have understanding, that we got to work together as a human race, as a kind, not just white race, black race, green race, as a human race, as a kind, to live a productive, healthy life against the world, against the world's elements. You know what I'm saying? We not the only ones living here. We competing against a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we dominate as men, because we can lead the path for the human race to cooperate and build a society like America, like Canada, like UK. You know what I'm saying? And women resent us for it. They resent us for it. But it's no different than Adam and Eve, and this is why I believe in what I believe in, right? Jesus Cristo, right? Because the drama, right? The social drama of man and woman has been exactly the same since Adam and Eve. The exact same. No different. You know what I'm saying? Eve wants to do her own thing. She wants to rebel. And women are still doing the exact same thing. So anyway, we could say the first alpha female was Eve. And we see how that got us. You know what I'm saying? Got you guys painful childbirth. And got us, you know what I'm saying? We got to work for the rest of our lives. These are the crimes, the sins of our ancestors. Anyway, like this video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. I stumbled on that. And I'll see you over there.